You wanna know who the best is?
It's Blazing 98.5.
What?
Your new station, bringing all the real classic hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah.
And that's a known fact.
We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up.
We're live from the studios in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Like every day.
It's now time to get this party started.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside
We
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
They used to listen to FM, but they played the same old
Good morning, America. Do it again.
Wakey, wakey,
There
wakey,
we
wakey.
Of course, it is Wake and Bake America, and it is brought to you by Tim.
When it comes to getting the best designs or putting your own business on a shirt, you need Sick Tees. Southern Colorado, the next time you're thinking of prints and shirts, think sicktees.com and visit SIKTEEZ.com.
So, it is, of course, Tuesday. Turns Up Tuesday. Yeah. And, of course, it is time for a little What's Cracking Today on the show, brought to you by Durango Barbershop. The next time you need a fresh cut, trim, or lineup, stop by Durango Barbershop on Academy and Asherzon. Or call 719-231-3619 and let's get you and the family looking fresh at Durango Barbershop. Si habla español and military discounts. Just asked about them when you walk in the door. So, of course, it is time for, what do we got going on? A few things. We have the dank truth about it. And the dank truth about it is that the show must go on. The show must go on. Also, Too Funny for Tuesday, That's Not a Pocket, One Mom's Funny Story. Of course, our guest of the day, M. Marek, the recording artist, joins the show.
Yeah.
And will be with us for a couple interviews. Turned Up Tales, what the heck did you bring home, lady? Some lady thinks she saved a dog, and you didn't save a dog. Turned Up Sports and some NFL players at odds with the meeting and the safety needs of players.
Few of them, yep.
Of course, what's got Mr. Trey turned up? Roger Stone, best known for another Trump henchman, used a racial slur while on a radio interview with a black radio host. Turned up, what the... Is there a secret Timberlake baby on the way? All signs point to Jessica Biel being pregnant or maybe hiding something. Who knows? We get to speculate.
Yeah.
Until they come to the public with their little new crotch goblin. I think there might be a baby there though. We'll find out.
Quarantine baby.
There's a lot of that going on. People are making quarantine babies, apparently. It's a thing. It's a thing around here. So let's do this.
Not around here.
Let's do this. Let's go to break.
It's blazing. Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee, on Wake and Bake America. Tune in 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Playing the music you love. Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right, it's Wake and Make America. And it's brought to you by Honda, the car for the future. No, I'm just playing. I wish. Shoot. Like, can I get a car or something, though, bro? Like, give me something.
Right?
It's not that I have my hand out. It's that I know my worth and my talent value. That's all it is. I'm like, I don't have my hand out. I just know what I'm worth. Like, calm down. I'm not that bougie. I'm the other bougie where I know what I'm
You
worth.
sound pretty bougie right now.
I was going to say, I'm not the bougie where I think I'm too good. I'm just the bougie where I know what I'm worth.
There's confidence and there's, what's the other word?
Stupid.
It's confidence.
When it comes to getting the best designs or putting your own business on a shirt, you need Sick Tees. Southern Colorado, the next time you're thinking of prints and shirts, think sicktees.com and visit SIKTEEZ.com.
So let's get the weather out the way. Of course, this morning, weather powered by Crunch Fitness. Bulking up, trimming down, or you need to stop by Crunch Fitness at any of our locations in the Springs. Let's turn them pumes into boom booms at Crunch Fitness, Colorado.
All right, so currently it's 59 degrees in Colorado Springs, 65 in Denver, 63 in Pueblo. As for the rest of the day here in Colorado Springs, sunny skies this morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon. A few storms may be severe with a high of 83, chance of rain 50%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy after midnight. A few storms may be severe, low of 58, chance of rain 40%.
Would you need a break from the crazy? Come down to the only place in town for the break from crazy. Copperhead Road Bar. That's right. With the new outside recreational area and the best DJs on 3 dance floors, you can't go wrong. Copperhead Road Bar every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, 3330 North Academy Boulevard.
Yeah!
So, traffic-wise, there shouldn't be any traffic this morning. To be fair to me, but no, I don't see anything so far. I guess I should take this moment to let our listeners over on 95.7 Manitou Springs, the incline. Get inclined with us. I don't know. Anyway, Manitou Springs issues a mask mandate that is actually a little different than the normal ones, so you might want to brush up on that.
Yes, I'm taking my kids there. We're going to go hang out.
Because of their mask mandate?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's safer.
Oh, I'm going to read it. Now I'm going to really read it. See, you've encouraged me to check the news. All right, so 41 minutes from downtown Colorado Springs to downtown Pueblo. You're looking at an hour and 7 minutes from downtown Colorado Springs to downtown Denver. And really, I don't see anything that's going to be causing any problems or any obstructions, as they would say. Mm-hmm. But it's just, yeah.
It's good. It's a good thing. Just keep it that way. It's so early, though. There ain't nobody on the road.
Nobody's. Just go to work. Shut up.
Drink your coffee. Wake up before you get on the road.
Before you get on the road, yeah. So the good with the bad, as I like to say, yesterday's numbers that came in was the first time we were actually back below 60,000 new infections for like over 2 weeks or over a week and a half, something like that. Week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it's been. It's been a minute, over a week, whatever. But those cases expected to skyrocket over the next few days. As we know, Sunday, Monday, sometimes Tuesday's numbers tend to be on the drop. And I think it's just the lack of reporting. They're just getting that data in. They have to verify that data. They get it Monday, spend all day Monday and sometimes Tuesday verifying it.
Look, people take the weekend off. The virus doesn't.
Yeah. Boo-yah, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka. So, speaking of the virus, infection rates are terrible. 3.9 million people. That's actually a little over 1% of the U.S. population has been infected with the virus. I bet it's way more than that. That's just what we tested. Right. I bet it's probably 10 times that, actually, to be honest with you. With all the asymptomatic people who never showed even a symptom, how would they know they were sick without a test then?
Right.
I bet that number's 10 times that. However, deaths so far have shot up to 143,000 since the weekend. We were out yesterday, but we're back today. And so over the 3 days we were gone, it's went up to 143,000 deaths. That's about it on the coronavirus report. Now let's shift gears and switch to National Day time. What do we got for National Day, Boo?
It's National Junk Food Day.
Yes. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. And when you want to do something that's a little less junk foody, go see my guy Aaron over at Gold Care CBD. When it comes to the gold standard, you got to stop by Gold Care CBD on Fountain and Murray in the Safeway Shopping Center. Call Gold Care CBD at 719-510-8732. He will be on the show with us via phone to talk about CBD and the potential against COVID on Thursday, actually.
Nice.
What do we got?
Yeah, so each year the day permits us to chow down on the foods we usually don't include in our daily diet. Junk foods, by definition, typically contain high fats, sugars, salt, and calories, and very little nutritional value.
You don't include it in your daily diet. Shoot.
Well, you shouldn't.
No, I don't.
Shouldn't.
I
You're
actually, I play the fat man well. I do. I really do. Like, I could be the voice of. Like,
I'm
a
just
fat
waiting.
cartoon
He's going to get huge one of these days. His
wait till that
metabolism is
metabolism
going to
starts.
finally.
My metabolism's gonna my metabolism. I'm sorry, excuse me. My metabolism is like the Corona curve. It's on the rise. Okay.
This guy.
So, all jokes aside, no, she's right. Me and Scotty were in here talking earlier because I knew it was junk food day. We were talking about it, and I was like, bro, I look good on the outside. I bet my arteries are probably worse than yours on the inside, man. I do not eat well because I know I don't have to. It's a terrible plan. It's like having
It will catch up to you, trust me.
It's like having a really nice car. I'm just not going to put oil in it because it's nice.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, hey, live your life. I'll live mine. I mask up.
I'm not
Let me
judging
eat
you.
what I want, Scott.
I'm not judging you. Hey, do you?
Obviously, you're not judging me, Scott.
I
What you
am.
want, I eat what I want. Leave us alone.
I am if you want to be around for your grandchild.
Hey.
Dang, she's going right. That's how Mandy got me to quit smoking, too. I hate all of you.
Yep.
Well, on that note,
Just saying facts.
eat what you want today. Let's go to break.
It's blazing.
98.5.
It's your boy, Mr. Trey. Don't forget to check out Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, 95.7, and 104.9. All over Southern Colorado.
It's about time.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside
He
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to Humpty and something.
Ah!
Look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of echoed.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh! My nigga.
We used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, 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 wakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America, and it's brought to you by Get 'em.
When it comes to getting the best designs or putting your own business on a shirt, you need Sick Tees. Southern Colorado, the next time you're thinking of prints and shirts, think sicktees.com
Yeah.
and visit SIKTEEZ.com.
So, in the spirit of the spirits, in the spirit of the sky. But it is, of course, time for the news. Here, you do that.
All right. As customers come back to business, let's make sure they choose your business. For details on how to start your ad campaign and get 20% off with our morning show, email us at info@waketheletterinbakeamericashow.com or call 727-318-2956.
Yeah, 2956. MCs won't let you be. So,
What'd you dig up for us, Trey?
the news. And starting out, there is, of course, a federal judge, Esther Salas, the first Latino judge to serve on the federal bench in New Jersey, her son was shot and killed by a man posing as a FedEx driver, and then then he shot the husband.
The husband was injured too, right?
That's all we've got on that right now in a sense. But what we were able to do was find out some more information about this this former attorney who shot and killed this federal judge. So he's an anti-feminist attorney. So I'm gonna bring up two of his biggest cases that he argued, and in one case I'm in support of, in the other case I think that you have small dick game, bro. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's before 6. We can say you have small dick game on the radio.
It can be spotted.
It can be spotted. Well, no, can it? I mean, it is small dick. It's hard to spot it. Hey! So, let's go to the first one that I actually agree with the dude on. Selective service. It's what you have to do as a male in this country. After you turn 18, you have to register for the draft. Now, the draft isn't active, but at the moment they enact that draft, that's where selective service comes into play. If you fail to sign up for selective service, you can actually be jailed for it.
Yep.
With that said, he argued a case about selective service and that women should have to sign up for or register for the draft right alongside men. Ladies, I actually agree with this douchebag on this one because he's right. If you want equal treatment and equal pay, then you also have to equally serve as well, meaning you have to be equally ready to serve your country if needed. So I do agree with his argument on that. There's some other baseless merit in his argument, and that's the problem with guys like these is they can't just come in and argue that one thing. They have to throw in that extra because they hate women. They have to throw in that extra because they hate humanity. He's a bit of he's a racist as well. He's several Latino racist slurs against this judge as well. So he's a bigot, a racist. He has small dick game. He's an anti-feminist. Things like that. But the reality is I actually agree with him on selective service. If you want to be treated equal, you might want to start by signing up for the draft. True story.
Makes sense.
Sign up to serve your country.
There's plenty of women that would
get that sideways.
See, what a lot of people don't realize too is just signing up or joining the military doesn't mean that you're going to be on the front line. There's a spot for you. There's a spot for you.
Not always. I had a knee injury. There definitely isn't a spot for me. According
not
to the
for
United States
there's not a spot for everybody.
United States Army. But you get my point, though. So now, let's go to the case where this guy is absolutely displaying his little dick game on full display, or lack of display, actually. I think we just came to that conclusion. But he sued bars and restaurants. Ready for this? Who had a ladies' night.
Jeez. What a hater.
Claiming it to be unfair and sexist and somehow violating men's civil rights to, I guess, free drinks. I don't know.
That's the free drinks.
Show me that constitutional
I think we
right,
deserve a ladies' night when
right.
y'all can't even make a holiday about a woman. So.
Oh.
Okay. I'll give you free drinks every Thursday.
I'll give you free drinks every Thursday, Cammy. I'm not mad at He's mad, not me. He's mad. He was mad.
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
So now, the next time a FedEx postal worker shows up at my door to drop off a package and he gets a gun pulled on him, you're welcome.
Whoa.
And you think I'm playing. That's the funny thing.
I didn't order no package. I didn't order nothing.
Who sent you? So, FedEx workers, if you come to a door with a gun in your face, I just want you to know, and I want you to understand that it's not personal. It's this douchebag's fault. True story. St. Louis couple who drew a national attention for coming out of their house and brandishing firearms and pointing them at civilians and civil people walking down the street have now been charged with unlawful use of a weapon.
Felony,
unlawful use of a weapon, which is going to cost you your
guns.
Hey, how is it Trey gets to keep his guns and you don't? Because you're stupid. You're not allowed. Check this out. It's newsflash, America. If there's people marching down the street peacefully, you're not allowed to walk outside and point guns at them.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, if they don't come and try to come in your home or threaten you, you don't have the right to do that. Turns out you can't just pull it. What? You can't just pull a gun and start waving it at people in a crowd.
These people have rights. What? Come on.
Trump throws a wrench in the coronavirus bill negotiations with Senate Republicans because he says that the next coronavirus bill must include a payroll tax cut and cuts to funding for testing for the coronavirus.
Oh, Lord.
So check this out. In order to acquire a payroll tax cut, wouldn't you have to be getting payroll?
What's up, America? It's your raunchiest radio co-host, Savannah, Indiana. Listen to Wake and Bake America from 5 to 8 every weekday morning.
We just want to party just go. We just want the money.
On Blazin' 98.5.
This is America.
Apothecary Farms is the premier cannabis dispensary on the Front Range. When you think concentrates in Colorado, you think Apothecary Farms. With locations in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver, it is clear why Apothecary owns the cannabis concentrate game. How do you get your diamonds, shatter, butter sauces, and come on, ambrosia? Just look up Apothecary Farms on Google or Weedmap. Get the best in concentrates. Don't hesitate to stop at Apothecary Farms. Come celebrate fitness in Colorado Springs for Crunch Fitness. For no judgments and several solutions. It's crunch time for the new you. Bulk up, trim down, or just rock out to your favorite playlist. Crunch Fitness are more than just incredible facilities. They employ instructors, trainers, and staff that live for your post-workout high fives. Crunch out one more year of rep or join your healthy year. Already in progress at Crunch Fitness, 1801 Academy or crunch.com.
By now you gotta know that CBD won't get you high. But did you know that not all CBD is the same? That's why I always call Gold Care CBD at 719-510-8732. Gold Care CBD takes the care to hand make all their products with systems that give you maximum compounds, vitamins, and minerals. Give Gold Care CBD a call at 719-510-8732 or stop by Gold Care CBD located in the Safeway Shopping Center on Fountain and Murray. The gold standard of CBD is Gold Care CBD. 719-510-8732.
Colorado Springs, Pueblo, and Southern Colorado, your community needs your help to protect the very people who saved our lives when we needed them most. The healthcare workers, doctors, and nurses, like Cammie's mom, who had a brain tumor and was saved by Penrose Hospital, or my daughter, who was saved by the great nurses and doctors at the Memorial Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit when she was born prematurely, or my grandfather, who suffered a stroke and the great doctors at Memorial Hospital saved his life, and he is still alive today at the age of 84. That's why we've partnered with Manufactured 3D from Whitefield, Colorado, and MakeForCovid.com. That's make4covid.com. At MakeForCovid.com, you can donate money, you can learn to make personal protective equipment, donate supplies, and donate the materials needed to make these supplies, period. We are in this together, and no one can do it alone. But together, we can save the lives of the very people who saved the lives of our family when we needed them most. I'm Mr. Trey, and I'm asking you to help donate at make4covid.com or contact 719-419-2880. That's 719-419-2880, and talk to Manufactured 3D and find out how you can help today.
Hey, Southern Colorado, when it comes to getting your shirts made and printed and also designs on other products you want,
Sick Tees.
Southern Colorado has the premier shirt maker and designer. That's right, it's sicktees.com. Tell them.
Sick Tees.
And where can you find?
Sicktees.com.
At sicktees.com. That's SIKTEEZ.com.
Sicktees.com.
Your mom
Sick Tees
has proudly sponsored Wake and Bake America for 4 seasons. Are you a business owner and want to highlight your business? Call 727-318-2956. Let's highlight your business and captivate Southern Colorado's largest group of spenders. They're active consumers looking for your services. To advertise with Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, that's right, your morning show, call 727-318-2956 or email us at bakeamerica@gmail.com. Advertise with your morning show because it's simple, smart business, and it works. 727-318-2956, and let's start your ad campaign today.
Want to shake off that lockdown look? Or do you need a clean cut for work? Then stop by Durango Barbershop on Astrazon and Academy. Durango Barbershop is open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Military, ask about our discounts too. Walk-ins are welcome always. Make an appointment, call Durango Barbershop at 719-231-3619. Durango Barbershop on Astrazon and Academy. Stop in for a cut or styling with one of our many great people or set an appointment by calling 719-231-3619. Durango Barbershop. Hey, it's locally owned.
Hello, this is intern Ashley at Wake and Bake America. Come listen to us Monday through Friday, 5 to 8. I don't know what to do. I am a rookie.
Blaze one for the nation.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America, and it's brought to you by none other than whoever we feel like it's brought to you by. Son? No, I'm just playing. It's really sick tease. We should probably do the commercial and, do that. But it is Turned Up Tuesday, so I can get a little turned up.
When it comes to getting the best designs or putting your own business on a shirt, you need Sick Tees. Southern Colorado, the next time you're thinking of prints and shirts, think sicktees.com. And visit SIKTEEZ.com.
Man, how you just gonna at me like that on the internet, bro? Ronnie Mercer, I'm gonna tell your mom on you. This fool on our Wake and Bake page, because I talked about hitting your sibling on a little meme, hitting your sibling, and when they start, when you hit them too hard and they start crying, and you're like, your eyes go cross-eyed. You're like, don't give me in trouble. Well, anyway,
yeah, you got aired out on some childhood stuff. Here,
I did. He says, what about when you and your friend have hairspray and a lighter and thought your mom was going to kill us? LOL. Remember telling us, Jessica, it's not that bad, as her hair was smoldering.
Oh, Lord.
So what the story is we were playing with the lighter in a can of hairspray, probably 13 years old, maybe 14 tops, and we were spraying it around the room, and my sister has some really for a sandy blonde haired, pale skinned child, she has a bit of fro-y, kinky hair. She really got that Puerto Rican, that fro, like her hair looks nothing like mine. Let me put it that way. But
you don't have any.
I was like, what?
So her hair,
I didn't want to do
so
it.
her hair was real puffy, right? And man, I caught her with this as I came around, and then she was like, "I'm telling Bob," and me and Ronnie like, no. So anyway, good times in the childhood, right? To be a teenager and an idiot again. No, I'm good. I'll pass.
Right.
I don't want to go through puberty again. That's
some of that stuff was
harsh.
rough.
Puberty's harsh. It's a flood of anger and emotion all the time. I hate everything.
Welcome to us every month.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, well, hell. I feel sorry for you guys. Actually, I always have. Anything that bleeds for a week and doesn't die, I feel sorry for you, because that's got to be painful.
It's like torture.
Annoying. Torture. She looks like she's being tortured.
Tortured.
Great word.
Oh,
I feel like I'm dealing with a tortured person. And it's like all on the inside, too. There's nothing you can do to help.
Not really, right? You can buy some chocolate and stay away.
Especially when your aim in life is to make sure that her and the kids are comfortable and happy, and then she's not comfortable nor happy during that week.
Right. Like, I'm a failure.
I'm a failure at life. Every week, once a month, I feel like a failure at life, regardless of what society says about me anyway.
Stupid.
So it is time for our next topic, and I think this is a fun one.
Yes.
A little fun. So Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, is there a baby bun in the oven? A COVID pandemic baby.
Quarantine, baby.
Quarantine, baby, making quarantine style. Baby, making quarantine style. Cornflakes, baby, making corn. I don't know. Let's do cornflakes.
Where did cornflakes come from? We don't know their business.
Maybe they roll around in it to make their sex crunchy. I don't know.
So, don't need to spice it up. We need to crunch it up.
We need to crunch it up, baby. So here's my suspicions. Are you guys ready for it?
Yep.
So first off, Jessica Biel posted a to her Instagram account, or no, it was Instagram. No, it was her Twitter. It was Instagram. It was her Instagram account. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember which one I saw it on. So Instagram account, and it said celebrating my birthday in style, and she's talking about being in her pajamas and da 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 da. But she seems to have a bit of bulk around the waist area of clothing, like a lot of extra fabric there.
Their pajamas.
But here's my problem is
that's what
all that fabric, Southern California, middle of summer. Anybody else buying that trash?
They're rich. They don't care.
Inside. They got
That's
central air there.
They're rich. They don't
That
care.
is outside. Those are just pillars.
They have central air outside.
Hold on. Are they that rich?
That rich.
Wait, hold on. Are they that rich that those are just glass and it's so clean I can see straight through it?
Oh, my goodness.
Probably.
So
I could see Justin, clean that glass.
He does not talk to his maids that
He
way.
talks to him like that.
No. You better
Okay.
leave Justin alone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He brought sexy back.
But then he sings to him, and it makes it all better.
Right? He's like, I'm bringing Windex back. All right, so, but here's the thing is, guys, all jokes aside, according to social media and all the social media cohorts out there, the last time she shared a contemporary full body picture was back on her 38th birthday, March 3rd. But in the shot, she obviously has a ton of clothing on in the photo.
Well, she's just gained weight because of COVID. You don't know.
She's happy.
But ever since then, all she's been posting is throwback photos of herself. Why the misdirection? Why the misdirection?
Maybe she got fat. A little fat.
Maybe she's pregnant.
If anyone sees that she even got a sliver of extra weight on her,
Justin brought it back
the
and she's
media
acting
will
real-
kill her. The media will absolutely destroy her.
Yeah, that's
in
being
magazines.
a celebrity, huh?
For being
Yeah.
pregnant? What? Wait.
No, just
I
that
said if
put
she
on
just
the weight.
gained weight.
Yeah. If she puts on the weight, it's just like us. We're sitting here going, oh, she put on weight or is she
exactly.
pregnant? Except she's got to hear it from
The worst of the worst.
Well, and then
nasty magazines.
there was hold
Right.
on, and also not only nasty magazines, nasty what we commonly refer to on this show is not fake news, but just nasty news because the way they report it, just nasty news. That's the truth. But the
Team
truth
Z
is,
would be all over it.
and already people are already talking head about it anyway because. Justin had that little thing, that little alleged fling thing, and he had already settled it with his wife, and then they'd be talking smack like, "How could you have a baby with him after what he did to you?" Well, he didn't actually do anything. But he was about to, though.
KCBR AM Monument, K253AH Colorado Springs.
95.7 FM, K239CH Colorado Springs.
It's crazy, you heard me?
The new Blazin' 98.5.
What's up, people? It's your third favorite intern, Scotty Pimpin, checking in with the Wake and Bake America crew, getting you up and going Monday through Friday morning on 98.5 FM. I'll have your hip-hop haps popping Monday, so get up, let's wake up and wake and bake together.
DJ playing that song now, what you gonna do?
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a butt.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside
We
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river,
in.
man?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day with Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to hump, do the hump again, something.
Ah!
Look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my
You
nigga.
used to listen to FM, but they play the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America, and it is brought to you by our homies over at Apothecary. Tell them.
When it comes to the best in concentrates, you want the best in Colorado, and that's Apothecary Farms. With 3 locations across Colorado, you can't go wrong. So stop by Pueblo, Denver, and in Colorado Springs for the best that Apothecary Farms has to offer.
Yeah. Apothecary Farms has to offer.
They do know what they're doing over there, for sure.
That's why you got to get down there. Get down to get down. Of course, let's get on, let's move on, and let's get down. Our next story. You guys ready for a little... I lost my spot. Hang on. Are you guys ready for a little bit of What's Got Mr. Trey Turned Up?
Yes, sir.
Roger Stone, best known as another Trump henchman, used a racial slur while on an interview with a black radio host. Now, guys,
This is terrible.
I've had a chance to listen to this as our audio expert on the show, our sound expert on the show, but not only have I had a chance to listen to it, but I sent it out to colleagues of mine and asked opinions on it. What white, black, brown, purple, or yellow, no one came back and said anything different than what I said. So, what did we hear on this glorious phone call with Roger Stone into this radio show? Well, the radio show host was actually, in a sense, cornering Stone and questioning him on why he was at the front of the line for his sentence to be commuted when there were more deserving people who had actually served some of their time and actually been done wrong by the Justice Department. This guy lied to federal investigators in order to throw them off the case and then threatened the life of one of the witnesses. Guys, if that ain't some mafia-ish that'll get you racketeering charges, I don't know what is.
Right.
So the fact that Roger Stone's sitting free right now while there's New Jersey and New York mob members in jail for the same exact crime, hold the phone now. Wait a minute. Can we at least talk about that double standard, America? How Roger Stone sucks for a living and then gets out without doing a day in jail? But people who actually have done some of their time can't have their sentence commuted when all they did was lie to the feds? Because they didn't want to help the feds out either? Which, by the way, not that I agree with the charge, but lying to the feds is a crime. I find it ironic that they can lie to you to entrap you, but you can't lie to them. Just want to point that's another double standard on the law side of that. But, so here's what was said. The radio personality is arguing with him and asking him about his connections with Trump and how that got him out of jail. Stone, what it sounds like to me, and you have to understand that I've been literally engineering audio for nearly 30 years of my life. Literally, nearly 30 years of my life. I started getting into engineering audio when I was literally 10 years old because I've been fascinated with music. So when I tell you that my nickname in the producer community is Ears, it's for a reason. People ask me to listen to stuff, not whether it's good or not, but they already know it's not and how to fix it. So with that said, because everybody always wants to put up their credentials, for this and that and that and this. Well, there's some real credentials. I actually went to school for this-ish. So I took the audio and I isolated it on a recording. So I basically recorded the audio right off of this man's podcast. Okay. Yeah. I took the audio right off of Mr. O'Kelly's podcast, and he's a black man, by the way, despite having a very, very Irish name, right? But O'Kelly is Mo O'Kelly show. But anyway, I isolated the audio. I was able to turn it up, and this is exactly what it sounds to me. That the phone gets covered, kind of, but you can tell it's not through the audio. And then he says, I can't, he says, I don't have time to argue with this Negro, I believe is what he said. I
can't believe I'm
arguing with this Negro. Right in that same sentence. And believe me when I tell you, Kelly heard it too.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee, on Wake and Bake America. Tune in 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Playing the music you love. Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America, and it's brought to you by none other than, I don't know. I wish we had like a big name we could just throw out there and be like, yeah, we're brought to you by Elon Musk and Tesla.
Overrated.
Oh, overrich though. Hey, I'm just saying.
No, my boss has one, and it's not even that great looking of a car.
We'd be horrible for him.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get the Tesla Model 1, yeah, sure, it's crap. But I'm talking about like that Model 20 that flies, that they're keeping secret. All right, so what do we got for our hourly sponsorships?
When it comes to the best in concentrates, you want the best in Colorado, and that's Apothecary Farms. With 3 locations across Colorado, you can't go wrong. So stop by Pueblo, Denver, and in Colorado Springs for the best that Apothecary Farms has to offer.
Yeah, mother lovers, let's get the weather out the way. Weather powered by Crunch Fitness, 1801 South Academy Boulevard. You know what to do, whether you like it or not. Crunch yourselves, sucker MCs.
All right, so currently it's 58 degrees in Colorado Springs, 63 in Denver, 62 in Pueblo. As for the rest of the day here in Colorado Springs, sunny early, then increasing clouds with some scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. About 5 o'clock is what I looked at. A few storms may be severe, high of 83. Chance of rain 50%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms during the evening, partly cloudy skies after midnight. A few storms may be severe, low of 58. Chance of rain 40%.
Yeah, sucker.
We need some moisture. I have all rocks in my yard. Thank goodness I don't have to water grass.
Rocks.
Got all them weeds that come through.
Calm down, Cardi.
All right.
Calm down, Cardi. Scotty B.
Scotty B.
I'll make it fit, damn it. I'll make it fit. I go to the jewelers. I got rocks on rocks. I go to Scotty's yard for rocks on rocks.
That's stupid.
All right, so, Dude, I'm the kind of person that I walk past construction sites and like imagine them just start busting out in like a flash mob dance to Cardi B. I do. I'm not even ashamed of it, actually. I hope it happens one day. I do. I just hope they all start busting out to some Cardi B. I'm with it. I'm gonna start joining. I'm like, find me in a trance. I'm just playing. All right, I better calm down. It's Turns Up Tuesday.
She's all right.
No, it's just that song gets me turned up. That's all it is. I'm not the biggest Cardi B fan, but that song gets me. Gets me all turned up. I'll be in the club getting crunk when I be DJing it too. I'll be flipping it back, spinning it back, doing all kinds of fun stuff.
Y'all want to listen to a real female rapper that's dope? Her name's Breezy. Look her up. She's dope.
She said it like nobody knows who that is.
Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, 39 minutes from downtown Colorado Springs to downtown Denver, or Pueblo. An hour and 8 minutes from downtown Colorado Springs to downtown Denver. And for the Corona report, you're looking at 143,000 Americans have now lost their lives due to the coronavirus. As far as infection rates go, we've seen a slight dip over the last couple of days, but that's pretty traditional or standard, as I like to call it, as you come out of the weekend. Infection rates expected to go back up to what they really are over the next couple of days. The good news is we've gotten that daily infection rate back below 50,000, which we hadn't seen for it hadn't dropped below 50,000 in a single day, or 60,000, I'm sorry, in a single day. Over the last couple of weeks, or last week and a half, I should say. So when we look at that, that's important to know that we are seeing a little bit of a dip, but it's on a Monday or Tuesday. We just don't know how well we can trust that coming out of numbers from the weekend, which are largely unreported until Tuesday or Wednesday once they're confirmed. With that said, let's move on to our next story. Some players are at odds with the NFL.
Yep.
Over safety of the players, family, and so forth, okay? So, as you guys know, baseball has just gotten back. They're in their startup stuff, and hockey's supposed to be starting back here too. So the NFL players, though, they want to play too, but they want to play safe. Mm-hmm. So they've started a hashtag We Want to Play, and they are pushing and intensifying pressure on the NFL and Roger Goodell to make the environment a safer environment in light of COVID going down. Several Broncos players have now joined a chorus of NFL players that are outing their concerns and discontent for the NFL and the NFL's approach to what they are calling the lack of safety measures, not safety measures.
I thought they were making like those special helmets.
Yeah, special helmets, yeah. And I think a lot of the players just really want them to listen to the safety officials, the professionals. And
here's the thing is, I saw like a 10-year-old kid or 10 to 15-year-old kid. No, wait, he's a high school kid. I'm sorry, he's starting high school ball. And this kid had a mask over, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm sure some people are going to make fun of me. They're going to talk crap, but I'll do anything to play.
Right.
That means wearing the same face shield or the same face covering I wear when it's a freezing game. No problem. Because that's what people don't realize. NFL players, man, they wear face covers that cover their mouth all the time.
Yeah.
Especially in the cold games, man. That Under Armour Sub-Zero gear is dope and necessary. I played here in spring ball.
Yeah.
The first half of the season, any day can be a snow game.
Right.
Oh yeah, any day. Any day.
Gotta love Colorado.
You gotta love Colorado. So the league informed teams last Saturday that training camps are going to open on time. But have really not discussed with the players' union on testing for the coronavirus and other health safeties concerning on the reopening. Kareem Jackson tweeted out, I just want to play football, but we need the NFL to step up and create a safe work environment for all of us. Hashtag we want to play. Let's go. Shelby Harris came out and said, hashtag we want to play. The NFL has many months to come up with a plan that not only protects players but also protects our families. Because remember, these guys have to go home to their families after the games and after practice and after they play, right? Brandon McManus, you guys know him. We want to play. Hashtag that. The NFL continues to ignore the safety recommendations from their own experts. The health and safety of the players is paramount if we want an NFL season. The NFL needs to provide a safe work environment for us to do that. Hashtag we want to play.
Beautiful. And that's like our spokesman towards the league. If anybody is a true Broncos fan, they would know that.
I think DeMarcus Walker's tweet, big number 44, probably the best one, in my opinion. Best one that hit home. Bronco player, etc. He said, man, the NFL had more time than any sport to think of a plan, and then has the hand where you're smacking your face.
It's your boy, Mr. Trey. Don't forget to check out Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, 95.7, and 104.9. All over Southern Colorado.
It's about time.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a belt.
I've been saying this for how long?
I can't step outside naked.
He jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along the
jumped
river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day with Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump and something.
Ah!
Look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh!
You used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America, and it's brought to you by none other than the Apothecary Falls Flower Hour. Son, tell him, boo-boo.
When it comes to the best in concentrates, you want the best in Colorado, and that's Apothecary Farms. With 3 locations across Colorado, you can't go wrong. So stop by Pueblo, Denver, and in Colorado Springs for the best that Apothecary Farms has to offer.
Son. So let's do this. It's time for a little segment I like to call Thirsty for the Cannabis Report. Dum, dum, dum. So I'm reporting on the cannabis, and I'm thirsty for it. Okay. Now it's the Tuesday Cannabis Report. And in the Tuesday Cannabis Report, what we have on deck today is Montana State says that county officials say marijuana legalization measures are going to qualify for, you ready for it, a ballot spot this November in Montana. It's Joe Montana. So Montana marijuana activists said on Friday that the official county level data shows that they've collected enough ballot signatures to qualify to legalization measures for the November ballot. Now, this is after signature gathering setbacks that were caused, of course, by the coronavirus pandemic. But a new approach, Montana says it's revised its petitioning strategy, and it's paid off as they've managed to amass enough ballot signatures for both their statutory cannabis legalization measure and a separate constitutional amendment that would make a technical change stipulating that only those who are 21 and older could participate in the market. That's based on both county level signature validation data, and the campaign reviewed their own, they put their signatures through their own reviewing process
Nothing
as
wrong
well.
with that.
This is great. This is the people, the will of the people. Listen, if you can, I think that some stuff you guys put on the ballot is dumb as, can I just put that out there? Dumb AF. Just dumb AF. However, just because I think it's dumb does not mean that I retain the right to prevent your constitutional right to put an amendment on the ballot or a ballot measure or a tax measure or this measure or a school levy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's your freedom. If you can get enough idiots to agree with your idiotness, then you have that constitutional right to get that damn thing on the ballot, and let's take a crack at it and let the voters decide.
Yep.
And I've seen measures that I swear I was like, why did we not pass that? And I've seen measures where I've been like, could we have passed that? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I've seen it go both ways. But at the end of the day, and I've seen stuff that I voted against pass and that I voted for fail. But at the end of the day, that's the most American thing you can do is go get enough people to agree that this should at least be voted on. There were 2 ballot measures recently here in Colorado that they were collecting signatures on, and I'm not going to refer to which ones they were, but let's just say they were outside of a gun store, and we'll leave it at that. But I still signed them, even though one of them I didn't necessarily agree with. The lowering the tax one I did agree with, actually. But the other one I didn't necessarily agree with. But when I looked down at that paper and I said, I don't agree with this, I'm not signing that. I said, I shouldn't sign that. And I was like, well, you know what? No, Trey, sign it. Because at the end of the day, even if you don't agree with it, let you voice that disagreement at the ballot. Don't prevent these people from having their issue on the ballot simply because you disagree with it. No, so I signed it. I signed both of them, even though I only agreed with one of them. Because at the end of the day, they should have the right to get it on the ballot. And then let the rest of the people show them that you're an idiot. Or, hey, you know what? That's actually a great idea. Let's make that happen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's I guess my problem with a lot of people is that how could you let weed get on the ballot in Montana? I heard one of the comments from this story. How could good Christians let weed get on the ballot in Montana? Because good Christians still smoke the devil's lettuce on Sunday. Let's go to break.
It's blazing.
98.5.
Good morning! What's up, America? It's your raunchiest radio co-host, Savannah, Indiana. Listen to Wake and Bake America from 5 to 8 every weekday morning.
We just want to party just you. We just want money.
On Blazin' 98.5.
This is America.
Apothecary Farms is the premier cannabis dispensary on the Front Range. When you think concentrates in Colorado, you think Apothecary Farms. With locations in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver, it is clear why Apothecary owns the cannabis concentrate game. How do you get your diamonds? Shatter, butter sauces, and come on, ambrosia? Just look up Apothecary Farms on Google or Weedmap. Get the best in concentrates. Don't hesitate to stop at Apothecary Farms. Come celebrate fitness in Colorado Springs for Crunch Fitness. For no judgments and several solutions. It's crunch time for the new you. Bulk up, trim down, or just rock out to your favorite playlist. Crunch Fitness are more than just incredible facilities. They employ instructors, trainers, and staff that live for your post-workout high fives. Crunch out one more year of rep or join your healthy year. Already in progress at Crunch Fitness, 1801 Academy or crunch.com.
Colorado Springs, Pueblo, and Southern Colorado, your community needs your help to protect the very people who saved our lives when we needed them most. The healthcare workers, doctors, and nurses, like Cammie's mom, who had a brain tumor and was saved by Penrose Hospital, or my daughter, who was saved by the great nurses and doctors at the Memorial Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit when she was born prematurely, or my grandfather, who suffered a stroke, and the great doctors at Memorial Hospital saved his life, and he is still alive today at the age of 84. That's why we've partnered with Manufactured 3D from Whitefield, Colorado, and MakeForCovid.com. That's make4covid.com. At MakeForCovid.com, you can donate money, you can learn to make personal protective equipment, donate supplies, and donate the materials needed to make these supplies, period. We are in this together, and no one can do it alone. But together, we can save the lives of the very people who saved the lives of our family when we needed them most. I'm Mr. Trey, and I'm asking you to help donate at make4covid.com or contact 719-419-2880. That's 719-419-2880, and talk to Manufactured 3D and find out how you can help today. Hey, Southern Colorado, when it comes to getting your shirts made and printed and also designs on other products you want,
Sick Tees.
Southern Colorado has the premier shirt maker and designer. That's right, it's sicktees.com. Tell them.
Sick Tees.
And where can you find?
SickTees.com.
At sicktees.com. That's SIKTEEZ.com.
SickTees.com.
Your mom
Sick Tees
has proudly sponsored Wake and Bake America for 4 seasons.
Want to shake off that lockdown look? Or do you need a clean cut for work? Then stop by Durango Barbershop on Astrazon and Academy. Durango Barbershop is open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Military, ask about our discounts too. Walk-ins are welcome always. Make an appointment, call Durango Barbershop at 719-231-3619. Durango Barbershop on Astrazon and Academy. Stop in for a cut or styling with one of our many great people or set an appointment by calling 719-231-3619. Durango Barbershop. Hey, it's locally owned.
Hello, this is intern Ashley at Wake and Bake America. Come listen to us Monday through Friday, 5 to 8. I don't know what to do. I am a rookie.
Blaze one for the nation.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
I don't even run from the police, though. I just like, yep, you got me. I'm lazy. I'm just playing.
What I realized when you fight is it hurts either way, win or lose.
Oh, no, you ever realize, like, I got in a scuffle later, older age later, and, bro, well, I hurt for like 2 weeks, dog. Like, I mean, I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I was like, that was not worth it. Like, back in the day, you get a scuffle like that, next day, 2 days later, she was fine.
Yep.
Oh, man. I was like, why do I still hurt 2 weeks later? What is wrong?
Dang old age.
Right? And it's like, it wasn't even that big of a scuffle. That's the worst part. I was like, why do I hurt so bad? I was like, so, you know, when it comes to fight or flight, you know, flight might be a better option at my age. Flight first. So, speaking of flight, though, great segue, by the way, into our next story. It's time for a little segment we like to call Turned Up Tales. What the heck did you bring home, lady? So a woman, her text went viral after she posted a picture of a stray dog that she thought that she had found on a road in Northern Ireland. This is where the woman's from, right? She labeled the dog Scrappy and Angry and took pictures of him. She even called him Wicked in one post for his attitude. She said, dog found no collar, found this poor dog eating a dead rabbit on the side of Dublin Road.
This lady's an idiot.
He's a little scrappy and angry, struggling to get him in my car. You know, these are great signs that you should just move on, dude. Like, he doesn't want you, boo.
You're an idiot because as soon as you saw how the teeth looked in this animal's mouth, you should have known it wasn't a dog, you dummy.
So... She said, struggling to get him in the car, some kind of husky mix.
Not
He's
even
in my
close.
kitchen now and quite wicked. Please share so we can find the owners. So here's the thing is, the first people to chime in were quick to make a few jokes. One saying, I really wish this was a joke, but I genuinely think this poor woman kidnapped a fox.
Oh, Lord.
So, but here's the thing. So all these people are like, it's a fox. Oh, my God, she found a fox. Mr. Trey says, no, lady, I know what that is. I'm from
it's easy to
the
see
land
what it
of
is.
where these are from, and I know exactly what this animal is.
It's easy to tell what it is.
When I saw the story, I didn't have to scroll down to see what it was. I only had to Google to see if they actually existed in that country because I did not know that. I thought they were here where we live in the American Southwest. But no, it's a mother coyote, and growing up out in the desert in Arizona, we can spot a pack of them a mile away because we're not stupid. We know what they look like because they're vicious little
like
evil jerks.
That one picture that shows its teeth, no dog has long, what do you call it, canines like that.
Well, and coyotes,
come on.
No, check this out.
Come
You want
on.
to know how you can tell a coyote? Their ears kind of sit down a little bit on the sides of their heads when they're like
And
mad.
their eyes.
No, yeah, I was about to say, and their eyes, bro, coyotes look high. Coyotes' eyes are kind of like squinted a little bit, like they stoned a little. They're like not trying to let
Well,
you know.
they're farther apart from their nose. They're very slanted and farther apart.
Let me
How did you not know,
Let me
lady?
give some
Like, you're
great
an
advice.
idiot.
Let me give some great advice. If you see an animal eating another animal on the side of the road, you leave that animal there. I don't care if it is a dog.
Right.
Except for long-haired dogs, short-haired dogs don't have bushy tails. That's another thing that you should probably know when it comes to identifying, like, foxes or coyotes.
Even
If you ever
dogs-
notice the wild coyotes and wild foxes, their tails are really super bushy.
Any
Even the
dog
short-haired
doesn't
ones
have
don't.
a tail like them. It's
No.
not
No,
bushy and
No,
thick like
it's
that.
like curly hair like on a golden retriever hair.
Or even a German Shepherd. They have bushy tails, but they look nothing like
Not
that.
like that. No, it's not like no damn coyote or fox.
This lady's an
It's
idiot.
like, oh, blimey, I found me a coyote, or what'd you say, a husky? I found a husky. This
poor thing's starving.
Can I point out the fact
Blimey
that
is
that
not
looks
Irish, by the way.
nothing like a damn husky. A coyote, FYI, has never looked like anything
it's
like
dumb.
a husky. A husky looks like a chubby, fat wolf. Let's go to break.
You're an idiot,
Let's not
lady.
go to break. We got plenty of time. Hold on. Can we make fun of someone else?
Well, it's just like that other one that we covered where it was a fox and she thought it was a dog too. Like, how do you... I don't understand it.
Foxes are a little bit more peaceful, though, than...
Yeah, but it doesn't
coyote.
look like a
No,
damn dog.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like...
Swiper, no swiping. No, foxes are bad. According to Dora the Explorer and everything my kids grew up on, foxes are terrible.
Oh, yeah,
They
okay.
steal everything. No, like I said, I'm just lost at that one.
Yeah.
I'm just lost at that one. And then another one, I guess we could shame a groom for one. So there's footage on TikTok that of a groom who's basically did not know some of the most age-old wedding traditions, like shoving cake in your wife and husband's face, stuff like that. Like when they got the plate, he just took a fork and grabbed it and took a bite of the cake.
That's funny. That's funny.
I was gonna save that for Bridezilla. I was gonna save that for Bridezilla.
That's a fat boy move right there.
No,
Definitely.
no, actually, based off his looks, he's not too fat. He's just frat boy
Not
looking.
now.
Actually, it's more
Not
like frat
now.
boy
Wait
instead
till
of
that
fat boy.
metabolism slows down.
Yeah. Listen, dude. Once you hit your 30s, your wife and you, it's gonna go through a plumpy phase. You still gotta love her though.
Yeah, that's
because
on
you'll
his
get back
wife,
to
though,
it.
too. How did she not talk to him about all of
the best
that
part
ahead of
is-
time?
No, the best part is
Help me out.
she's not
That's her
mad.
fault,
The best part
too.
is she's not mad. She's just laughing the whole time.
Colorado Springs.
95.7 FM, K239CH, Colorado Springs.
It's crazy, you heard me?
The new Blazin' 98.5.
By now, you gotta know that CBD won't get you high. But did you know that not all CBD is the same? That's why I always call Gold Care CBD at 719-510-8732. Gold Care CBD takes the care to hand make all their products with systems that give you maximum compounds, vitamins, and minerals. Give Gold Care CBD a call at 719-510-8732 or stop by Gold Care CBD located in the Safeway Shopping Center on Fountain and Murray. The gold standard of CBD is Gold Care CBD. 719-510-8732.
Are you a business owner and want to highlight your business? Call 727-318-2956. Let's highlight your business and captivate Southern Colorado's largest group of spenders. They're active consumers looking for your services. To advertise with Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, that's right, your morning show, call 727-318-2956 or email us at bakeamerica@gmail.com. Advertise with your morning show because it's simple, smart business, and it works. 727-318-2956, and let's start your ad campaign today.
What's up, people? It's your third favorite intern, Scotty Pimpin, checking in with the Wake and Bake America crew, getting you up and going Monday through Friday morning on 98.5 FM. I'll have your hip-hop haps popping Monday, so get up, let's wake up and wake and bake together.
DJ playing that song now, what you gonna do?
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a belt.
I've been saying this for how long now?
I can't step outside
We
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along the
jumped in.
riverbank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day with Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to hump, do the hump, and that's it.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
It's too early.
sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
We used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Mrs. Smith, Sproul Junior High. True story. So anyway, math Mrs. Smith, by the way, for all you Sproul people out there, you know what I'm talking about back in the 90s. She was cool as hell, but she was not cool with me slamming somebody into a desk. Office. So, it is, of course, Wake and Bake America. It is the 7 o'clock hour, and it is time for a little love.
When you need a break from all the crazy, come on down to Copperhead Road Bar with the new outside recreation area and the best DJs on 3 dance floors. You can't go wrong. So come down to Copperhead Road every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at 3330 North Academy Boulevard.
Yeah, mother lovers. Now, we're trying to get our friend on the phone here, but my phone is wanting to be an idiot, so we'll fix it. There it is. Now we'll fix it. So anyway, so we have our guest. I thought we had our guest. I'm telling you, this phone is acting stupid. There we go. We'll let that happen. But anyway, so we have our guest on the phone, and we don't know why that was such a pain in the neck, and we do apologize. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. And yourself?
Good, good, good. So now you're living it out in New York right now, from what I understand, Mr. Arted Around Rack.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. Definitely.
I can't hear.
Oh, there he is.
Mom going on. I'm sorry. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I'm originally from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and I was raised in East New York, Brooklyn.
All right. So now, of course, you're doing music. He's a friend, by the way, of my buddy DJ NY. He always has artists hit me up from out east and back east to come on the show, and we love it. Getting some music you guys may not know about out here in your ear and things of that nature. So I always like to tell people in the first part of our segment, we'll get to know you pretty well, but I want to ask first off, how can people find you?
Well, they can find me on social media. We can start off with YouTube, youtube.com/MRECTV, and my Instagram is MRECGM, MRECKGM. That's my Instagram and Twitter. So
awesome.
Those 3 social media platforms you can find me easy on.
All right, so now, how'd you get started in music, man?
Wow. I just had a passion for it, music has always been like something that was dear to my heart, something that intrigued me. I think my cousin, matter of fact, motivated me to do music because he was rapping at the time. But he never really got to the level of, going to the studio and actually putting out records. But he was good at what he was doing, you know what I mean? He was nice with the bars. But I just felt like I wanted to take it to a whole nother level. So really it was nobody from my family that was involved in the business that was, on that level or can, catapult me to get to a certain level. So I said, you know what, I'm going to be one of one. And, just the love of the music gave me the ambition and the drive to keep going. And, I was able to put out my own records.
That's what's up.
Recorded in my own house. Got my own website, ForbesDVD.com, one of the top hip-hop websites, as well as a legacy brand. I put out mixtapes, DVD under my company, Gutter Music. So, it's the love of music.
Tell you what.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that love of music as soon as we get back from the break.
Okay.
It's blazing.
98.5.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee, on Wake and Bake America. Tune in 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, playing the music you love. Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's good.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
All right, it's Wake and Bake America, and of course we do got Emrek on the phone. We're gonna get right back to him talking about life and making it in New York as an artist, which I told him has to be terribly complicated with the talent pool out there. And we're gonna get right back to that. But first we gotta knock out some weather and some traffic so we can get you turned up Tuesday and out the dough for show, bro. What do we got for weather? Hold on, you gotta do that first. Yeah. This, of course, segment brought to you by.
As customers come back to businesses, let's make sure they choose your business. For details on how to start your ad campaign and get 20% off with our morning show, email us at info@wakethelletterin.bakeamericashow.com or call 727-318-2956.
All right, so let's get straight to the weather. Of course, looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day today, unless Cammie debunks my theory there. Of course, our weather brought to you by Crunch Fitness. Bulking up, trimming down? Hey, maybe you need to stop by Crunch Fitness, or one of our 2 locations here in the Springs. Let's turn them pums into boom booms and flex on them. Crunch Fitness, 1801 South Academy Boulevard.
All right, so currently it's 60 degrees in Colorado Springs, 63 in Denver, 65 in Pueblo. As for the rest of the day here in Colorado Springs, partly cloudy with afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Looking like around 5 p.m. today. A few storms may be severe, high of 83, chance of rain 50%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. A few storms may be severe, low of 58 degrees, chance of rain 40%.
Chance of rain, 40%, so it ain't going to be that nice of a day. I like
this whole week we're getting PM thunderstorms.
I like the rain because it cools it down.
In the evening, especially before you go to bed. So.
Yeah, it's nice when it knocks that temperature down for you. It really is. All right, quick traffic report for you guys, of course. Traffic powered by to this segment.
When it comes to CBD, you want the gold standard, so stop by Gold Care CBD on Fountain and Murray in the Safeway Shopping Center or call Gold Care CBD at 719-510-8732.
Bro, why do you got to go to sexy overnight DJ Scotty voice for that? It's like, yeah, check out this CBD.
Check it out.
You know what else you can check out? What? All right, so anyway, of course, so far, guys, actually no accidents to report this morning. So the traffic, one thing we never want turned up, is definitely not turned up this morning. It's going to take you about 40 minutes from downtown Colorado Springs to downtown Pueblo if you're going to be heading down to the Steel City. Orale! If you're headed up to Denver, you know what it is, an hour and 9 minutes. All of the speeds, for the most part, at or above posted speed limits. So it's going to be a pretty good drive up to the Mile High City this morning. If you're staying in town, I got no accidents to report within the city, though. Over to the coronavirus report. At last report, the daily reported infection rate, 55,000, or infections, 55,896 new infections as of yesterday. As we take a look at the total number of deaths so far, 143,000 deaths so far from the coronavirus, and that number continues to grow and is expected to not really change much going forward. Now, we're going to get to Emrek again, who's actually in a place that was hit pretty hard by the pandemic early on. New York is the place to be. What's up, man? Hello?
Emrek.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I had it on mute. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. So, when we during the break, we talked a smidgen about it, but I don't think people understand how tough it really is to make it in New York. And I'm talking not even haterade, none of that. I'm just talking the talent pool alone. There's a lot of talented folks there.
So many people.
Oh, there's a lot of talent out here. Wow, it's so competitive out here. It's dudes that's extremely talented, females as well, that probably would never get a shot. And then there's a lot of people in their own way. Some people, their egos kind of like, shoot down their shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, have we come across that a few times trying to help people out?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And people don't understand. Nobody got to do nothing for you. You know, you got to be grateful. You got to show that gratitude. That gets you a long way.
Right. It really is that simple sometimes, too.
Yeah.
So, as far as when it comes to driving your success, you've got a pretty good, successful YouTube platform that you've built up over the years, all grassroots, as you told me. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, it's called MREC TV, and I cover everything, not just hip hop. I cover boxing, all sports, current events, and also just, you know, a lot of people like to use this lingo, being woke. So I guess that type of information, you know, because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, you know, I'm going to say in the political aspect of things, people who run the country.
So much to talk about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I go there.
We got a Monday through Friday doing the same thing, whatever there is to talk about.
So, yeah, I built it 4 years ago as a general media platform, you know, for a platform for myself and Rec, and then I use it generally to, you know, give other people a platform, and also this is how I make my money. That's my bread and butter, you know. And I did interviews with your favorite artists, from Jadakiss to so forth and so on. I hate name dropping, but
well, that's a good one.
Because you know why? You know why? Because it takes away from me. Because the work I put in, like I never want to give the credit to somebody else when I may have just did an interview with them, but all the other work came from me.
Yep, you deserve
So,
the
you know,
credit.
just go to
for the hard work,
MREC
too.
TV. It's about MREC TV, and you can probably see your favorite artist. I'm the full feature in the B-roll.
Yo, I'll tell you a secret. I'll give you a secret to addressing that very problem right there. I've earned myself enough clout, enough energy in this industry that we're talking about that I got to interview blank. That's what I tell people. Like, I got to interview Warren Sapp, and I was like, bro, I've earned enough energy as a coach, broadcaster, and as a sports reporter that I got to interview Warren. I got to get a good talk in with him. And I'm like, that doesn't take away from me. People are like, wow, you really, like, wow, they let you talk to him? I was like, no, he talked to me. Huh?
Salute.
So there's nothing wrong with knowing that you're good at what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. Humility is a great tool, but also knowing what you're good at is a great tool as well.
Yeah, and just staying humble.
Yes,
staying humble.
I agree. But in this business, especially where I'm from, people take it as when you name drop, you know, you on a clout trip. You understand? Like, yo, he got to throw out all these names to solidify his position. Nah, I don't.
No.
But I know when I put out these names, y'all probably pay attention more. But
right, you gotta start
I
listening.
feel like I put in so much work that I ain't got a name drop. So I don't go into all the names that, you know. Oh, matter of fact, I'm also in a movie that's out right now called Equal Standard. I'm in there with Ice-T. Shouts to Tyheem Bryan, who
Equal
wrote
Standard.
and produced the movie.
Yes.
Fragile Star.
He waits to the end of the interview. You should have brought this up at the beginning. Now we're out of time. We got to go to break, and you tell us you're in a movie. Son of a gun.
We'll just have to bring them back
You know
again.
what? We're going to have you back in a couple of weeks because we're going to have to finish this interview in a couple of weeks.
Definitely. Just go get Equal Standard. Go to equalstandardmovie.com. I'm in there. You'll see me with Ice-T, Fragile Star, shout to Tyheem Bryan, and a whole bunch of other stars in the movie.
We'll be back after the break.
Yes, blazing.
98.5.
It's your boy, Mr. Trey. Don't forget to check out Wake and Bake America on Blazing 98.5, 95.7, and 104.9 all over Southern Colorado.
It's about time.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a belt.
I've been saying this for how long?
I can't step outside
We
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along the
jumped in.
river bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day with Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to hump, do the hump again, something.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my
We
nigga.
used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
So check out some MREC TV. Dude's got like, oh my, he's got like 80 million views. Like he's out there, he's doing things. Like he's got 200,000 subscribers. He's like, every time I go live, because I was like, well, if you have that many subscribers, I said, look, I had like 50,000 subscribers. Every time I went live, there was like 100 people there. So how many people go live with that many subscribers? He's like, oh, bro, every time I go live, he's like, there's at least 3,000-4,000 people on my live watching my YouTube. I'm like,
dang.
Now it's about to be 3,001 because I'm gonna check you out too. Right. So, anyway, it's time for our next story. Thanks for destroying my video camera, piece of crap phone. I've got the piece of car. Remember that Adam Sandler?
Adam
joint?
Sandler, yeah.
All right, so anyway, it's time for Too Funny for Tuesday. Too Funny for Tuesday. That's not a pocket. One mom's funny story. So, a mom was left in disbelief after her son came around the corner and had a really worried look on his face. Okay?
These kids. Like, please don't do this, kids.
He had a really weird look on his face and he was walking funny.
Yeah.
So, the mom would go on to write that any mom with boys will understand, I guess. She said, so I asked him, well, hold on, first off, she asked him what's wrong, and he said, she was surprised because he said, I can't find my marble. So he said he lost his marble, right?
Lost his marble.
Yeah, he lost his marble. Like Uncle Tootie or whatever in Hook. I lost my marble. So anyway, so lost his marble, right? And so his mom, like any mom, starts to help him look for it, right? She asked him, well, where's the last place you put it? And he said, up his butt. So
his reasoning for it is
amazingly such a child thing. So anyway, check this out. So the mom got some Vaseline and some gloves, like the doctor would do too, and tried to remove the marble from his bum. So he has his first prostate check done already. Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Kid. It's his own fault though, but I'm still like, you poor kid. So anyway, she didn't have any luck getting it out, right?
Well, no, because every time he walks, it moves. It'll move
she couldn't
up there.
find it, she said. So anyway, she was like, well, crap, I guess we're going to have to go to the hospital, because a marble's stuck in your butthole.
Excuse the pun. Well, crap.
Yeah, that wasn't even on purpose, actually.
That's a crappy situation.
Yeah. So, while they sat and waited at the hospital, she asked her son why on earth he would put a marble up his butt anyway. And he told his mom that he wanted to keep it safe. He wanted to put it in a safe place. To which she said, it's not a pocket. So, in the end, how did this situation get resolved? Well, they went to the ER. They were at the hospital. They went to the x-ray room so that they could take an x-ray and kind of figure out where this thing was.
Yep.
The little boy bends down to drop down his trousers, and boop, marble pops right up.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus,
how old was he?
Oh God, I forgot
kid's learning some life lessons at
5.
a way young age. 5.
I mean, he should know by 5, but
at 5.
I could understand my 3-year-olds doing something like that. Not necessarily a 5-year-old, but hey.
Somebody said, please keep these stories for his 21st birthday. I was like, shoot, you better tell the story at his wedding. I'll show up to his wedding and tell the story. You ain't going to pay me. I just want to see everybody's face if they don't know about it yet.
Right.
And you wouldn't be invited if you did that at their wedding.
Every Cammy would be invited, but not you. They know Cammy wouldn't tell the story.
No.
One person wrote in and said, thanks for reminding me to take my birth control, but we still think that might actually be Savannah. It's just I don't really know what to say to that. Well, bravo, kid.
I guess bravo.
You're gonna listen. You're gonna live an enriched life, I guess. I don't know what's gonna break.
It's blazing.
What's up, America? It's your raunchiest radio co-host, Savannah, Indiana. Listen to Wake and Bake America from 5 to 8 every weekday morning.
We just want to party just you. We just want the money.
On Blazin' 98.5.
This is America.
Come celebrate fitness in Colorado Springs for Crunch Fitness. For no judgments and several solutions. It's crunch time for the new you. Bulk up, trim down, or just rock out to your favorite playlist. Crunch Fitness are more than just incredible facilities. They employ instructors, trainers, and staff that live for your post-workout high fives. Crunch out one more year of rep or join your healthy year. Already in progress at Crunch Fitness, 1801 Academy or crunch.com.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Hungry Hustling American Dream Afro Man. Wake and Bake America. Yeah, you're chilling with Mr. Ashtray.
That's Mr. Trey, not Ashtray.
You're listening to Mr. Trey on Blazin' 98.5 FM. And you know why. Yeah. Yeah.
America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Eggs and steaky. Hey.
Ooh.
Yum.
God,
so, it is, of course, Wake and Bake America. This segment brought to you by my homies over at Durango Barbershop. When you want to look fresh to death and get cleaned up, stop by Durango Barbershop, Astor Zahn and Academy. Set an appointment today. You know what to do, boo. I actually took Little Man, got him cleaned up there. Well, technically, Cammy took Little Man and got him cleaned up there. I was still asleep from working the night before. But same difference. We got the kid cut, okay? I'm not trying to take her credit. She's a good mom. But
all cleaned up,
yeah,
looking
we got
nice.
him all cleaned up before we sent him back to his mom. His other mom. His mom. And his mom's. Baby's mama's.
Mommy.
Mom. All right, so anyway. Now that we've gotten our intuition to be a child out of the way. So, when it comes to entertainment, television, and radio and so forth, the show must go on. We have had crazy things happen. We've had, computers shut down. We've had weirdly enough, one time we had the power go out where it shut everything off but our mics, so we were still able to talk. We just couldn't play anything. And so we had to literally talk for an hour straight until the outage was over. I ran a talk show, so it wasn't that hard.
I was going to say it was probably real difficult for you.
Right, shut up. So anyway, all right, I got you. I see that little cheap shot you're taking at me there, Tiger. It's all right. I think I took two cheap shots at your waistline today, too.
Look. You find something that you're good at, and you stick with it.
Yep, taking cheap shots at Trey. All right, so that's because you don't have the balls to mess with Cammy. That's what it is. I see where this is going.
I know. I feel liberated now that she stepped out.
Oh, my gosh. You're not Libya, bro. Calm down.
She left her coffee mug.
I'll grab that for her. Listen here, Arab Spring. All right, so
I'm just joking, Cammy. I don't feel liberated. I miss you. I swear.
You're so stupid. So, Martika Padalko. Hope I'm not messing up your beautiful Ukrainian name, ma'am. But anyway, she, by the way, had a crisis on television while doing the news on Ukraine TV. She was in the middle of giving the news report. No, and I like to say as an anchor, so she didn't like give her opinion on stuff. She was just anchoring the news.
Yeah.
Right? We're an opinion talk show. I've anchored the news before. We are not news anchors now. No.
Yeah, don't put us in that boat.
No, we like having an opinion. News anchors, they don't get to have one.
Yeah, you
but
can't
they're okay
really,
with
right?
that.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's why I got into talk, not news. I got into commentary, not the actual news. I tell you what the news is, but then I'm going to make fun of it. This time I'm not, because I feel bad for this chick. And so here's what happened. She was in the middle of speaking, literally talking live news, right? We're talking 5-10 second delay tops. You know, it's coming out to you like, take that news. Tomorrow's Hump Day. Don't forget that. Black Angus guesting on the show tomorrow.
Hey.
Coming back to visit. Yeehaw. Gonna be back in the building. But so anyway, so she's in the middle of speaking, right? Can you imagine this, Scotty? You're in the middle of talking. You're like, yeah. And then my wife was really mean to me. And then, phew, your tooth falls out.
Oh, Lord.
She was literally in the middle of talking, and her tooth literally fell out of the front of her mouth. Get this. She kept it gangsta. She caught the tooth as it fell out. Nobody saw it. It was like sleight of hand. It was like as if she had a fake tooth she could pop out and scare people with.
Something tells me this isn't the first time it's happened to her.
So she catches a tooth without pause and continues to report the news for the rest of the news segment.
Yes. True professional.
True professional. Many people who chimed in or commented who had actually saw the news and then saw this story on their social media later had no clue and gave her tons of credit that for her ability to keep her composure. Now, she would come back and say on the very post, "This is probably my most curious experience in 20 years as a news presenter."
Yeah.
I have to agree. Like, yeah.
Way to keep it going, though.
I think okay, so you want me to tell you the craziest thing that's happened in my radio career? So it didn't happen to me, but it's just the fact that it happened.
Okay.
So Jay Easy and I, back in the day, we had the show going on, right?
Yeah.
And this was before Cammy joined the show, and he and I had a different talk show together, so we figured maybe we could do this style of show together too. So anyway, before he ran for politics, we had to kick him to the curb because we don't let politics. We let politics guest on our show. We don't let them actually be on our show. Like, no, who does that? I mean, we're not Fox News or CNN. For crying out loud. We don't want them
Lord.
here. We want real Americans' opinions, not those idiots' opinions. No, I'm just playing. We don't want people's opinions who think they're experts. We want people who we know aren't experts' opinions.
We got to know that they are not an expert.
We got to know you're not an expert. No, so check this out. You ready for what I like to refer to as Thug Paradise?
Okay.
We hired a DJ. Now, I'm not going to name him, but anybody who's listened to my show long enough knows exactly what happened. But we had a DJ. I'm not going to name the DJ. And so we're live on air, me and my co-host, and we have this intern/DJ, and he's not actually on the DJ's wheel whipping today, so we used him as what we call a laugh box. He just sits back and laughs at he used to sit back and laugh at mine and Jay Easy's jokes.
Yeah.
But we kept referring to him by his name. So we're in the middle of a bit. Jay's standing right against this wall right here. I'm standing right where I'm at, like I always am. And the intern's right there, right?
Right.
And now, not intern Mikey, by the way, guys. This is even before him. Like, he wasn't even really an intern. He was just our DJ/intern. So some dude just walks in here and straight punk checks him while we're live on air about money he owed him. Because dude listens to the show and heard that he was here on his way to work and came to get the money the dude owed him. So, dude, it was like the most. I had to let him go after that, but let me just tell you, I was like, we can't have that nonsense.
That's awesome.
But, right? Like I said, the most awesome thing that's ever happened to me on radio didn't actually even happen to me. It just happened while I was live on the air.
Oh, it's blazing 98.5.
So much pressure in this life of mine. I cried times I once contemplated suicide and would have tried, but when I held